Welcome to Metaphysical Meanderings with Master Psychic Lana Duncan-Hartgraves. Lana has been a practicing psychic for over 25 years and has the gifts of clairaudience, clairvoyance, and clairsentience. She is an empath as well as a medium and pet communicator. She's also a health advisor and a heck of a tennis player. Good morning.
Good morning. Hey, Kent. How you doing?
I'm well, thank you.
Good. I am telling everybody, especially on my TikTokers, if you would like to see my interview, I am interviewing somebody this morning. Her name is Deb Frew. She's really cool. And you can go on 216thenet.com, or you can go on Facebook, or you can go on YouTube, Landis and Jaded Sky, and see the people. Otherwise, you're just going to hear audio. So, but I do have her with me on screen right now for 216 the Net. Good morning, Deb. How are you?
Good morning, Lana. It's so great to be here with you.
Awesome. Now, Deb, I know through a thing called Strange Wisconsin. It's a Facebook group. And I met her and I thought she was really cool. And I really wanted to interview her because she has like bigger, loftier goals in the world. So tell us a little bit more. Now, I know she does what I do too, because she reads tarot cards, but she's got this really good thing going, and I really want to share it with everybody. Okay. So go ahead, Deb. Tell me about it.
Well, thanks. I started out as a tarot reader, and I've been reading professionally for 35 years, and I still do. However, about 9 years ago, I live way out in the country, and all of my psychic friends are all around Chicago land. And I thought, well, I really just want to see them. And I want them to come to me because I always have to go to them. So I live on a lot of acres and have a couple fire pits, and I live basically in a log cabin on a lake in the woods.
Wow.
So I invited them out. We had a great time, lit a fire, s'mores, did readings. The Perseid meteor shower was there. It was lovely. And the thing is it was so lovely that everybody asked me to do it again. They said, do it again next year.
Yes.
So the next year I thought, well, we can't just make s'mores and do readings. It's got to be better than that.
Yeah.
So I had a storyteller come.
Okay.
And I've had fire dancers come. And then my husband said, you got to move it away from our backyard. It's too much work. So we have this beautiful venue, and it's out in the country. It's actually out by me. It's called the Lincoln Way Inn.
Awesome.
It's a bed and breakfast that is a 5-star bed and breakfast.
Cool.
And we meet once a year during the Perseid meteor shower. And I started out with just us sitting around doing readings, and now I fly in speakers from all over the world. I have attendees from all over the world. And we really look at the cutting edge of metaphysics. So this year, for example, I have Sarah Breskman Cosme is our headline speaker. She is all over Gaia TV right now. She's speaking at all of these Conscious Life Expo, Starworks USA. She was supposed to do a video with me yesterday, and she said, I have to fly to Hawaii for 10 days. Her ship is flying.
Awesome.
So she is going to be astounding. And she practices QHHT, which is Dolores Cannon's hypnotherapy that she did, where Dolores would put her client under and the client's higher self would come out.
Yes.
And tell her all about
what's, by the way. Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm terribly excited about her. But, we've got someone from Wisconsin who I consider to be the best medium in the United States. And she, her name is Carolyn Clapper. She lives in Racine. And she has a story like you wouldn't believe, but her practice, her metaphysical mediumship is off the charts. And she will be speaking and doing a Q&A. So I'm so excited to see her. We also have Josh Cutchin, and this is a kind of a turn for us. Josh is going to, the title of his talk is What Do Metaphysics Have to Do with Cryptids? And he's going to use Bigfoot as a jumping off point to show us how cryptids,
Okay.
ghosts, fairies, the paranormal, and metaphysics are all part of the same thing. And he's got stories you won't believe.
Hmm.
But the big deal that everybody comes for is the CE5. Now, you've probably heard of Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Everyone's seen the movie. This
Yeah.
is Close Encounters of the Fifth Kind, where we go out in a field and we call in the craft. Last year, we got 2 craft, 2 entities, and hundreds of photos of phenomenon. And so we're expecting just as well as
Oh,
good a time this year, except of course if it rains. If it rains, we can't do it. But it is one of the biggest draws, and that's going to be on Friday night. So this is August 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th.
That's awesome.
awesome. So when is this? What is this? So tell me more.
Well, again, second weekend in August. Our first night, Thursday night, is dinner and a movie because people are coming from out of the country. They're coming
Yes.
from all
Yes.
over. They need to decamp, settle down. We all go to a restaurant and have dinner.
Okay.
And then we come back and watch a movie.
Awesome.
Last year we watched a movie about
Okay.
a, a physical seance group in England
Uh-huh.
that had incredible phenomenon. By the
Cool.
way, we have a new feature this year
Uh-huh.
called Conversations with, and there's a little conversation nook on the property, and Julie Adriani is coming. Julie is a practicing physical medium, and she's best friends with all the super duper physical mediums in the world. And she's going to bring some apports that she apported herself
Uh-huh.
so that we can see them and explain what physical mediumship is. So, yeah, we like to skirt the edges.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So when is this?
August 11th,
August 11th.
12th,
So and
13th.
anybody can buy a ticket?
Anybody can buy a ticket.
Okay, awesome.
Um,
Okay. So how do you get that?
So on my website, internalwilderness.com,
Internalwilderness.com.
there
Okay.
is a tab called Worldwide Metaphysical Tribe. And
Okay.
that tab has maybe 11 subtabs so that everything you want to know is all there. And also my email address, feel free to email me or even
Okay.
call me. My phone
So
number's on there. I
all
want to
right.
help you.
So let's say this again. It's Deb at right internalwilderness.com or
That's
how
my email. Yes.
that's your email. So if you want to guys be a part of this, it's happening August 11th in Illinois. And it sounds really cool. I need to buy a ticket. I haven't bought a ticket yet, but I am going to be there. So
Yeah.
It is the most amazing weekend, and I set it up so I can have just as much fun as everyone else.
of course you have to. I don't. Yeah. So what? Give us. Do you have any kind of like little stories of things that have happened there, like really quick, so that it's like a paranormal type thing? Or
Last year was crazy.
was it? Tell me.
Last year we had Jeff Lerke from Chicago come in. This guy
Mhm.
has tens of thousands of photos of phenomenon that
Okay.
happen in his tiny little backyard in Chicago.
Okay.
And he was speaking about, what he does and how he does it. And one of the speakers that I brought in from Canada, which was Grant Cameron and his assistant, Sinead Wellahan,
Uh-huh.
Sinead was seeing grays in between the
Oh, really?
trees.
Cool.
And she later had like this download link with them. She couldn't come to dinner with us because she
Cool.
was so full of download information.
Okay.
And again, with our CE5 last year, 2 entities we had, which is pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Sinead's little gray came, and
Okay.
we have a photo of him.
Cool.
And also, sometimes when ETs come, rather than completely put on a 3D suit, they
Mhm.
superimpose themselves on other people. And
Whoa.
you can see it in photographs. And we have a woman who's sitting in the dark with us, right? We're in the dark,
So,
and she's bright green from head to
so
toe,
you're
just her.
that's
Wow.
cool. So you're actually communicating, like
Oh, yes. Yes,
ETs,
yes.
rays, all of that. I don't know if I've told you very many times, but in Strange, Wisconsin, I have put photos of places, and one is Weary Road. And Weary Road, and if you watch the trees, you can see green lights twinkle. And I always say to them, like, that's wood nymphs, and people think I'm crazy. And I've got photos, you guys. I have probably 100 photos of different things like that. I'm telling you, this stuff's real. And that, and you try to explain that and people doubt you. And I'm like, well, what's the photo? I mean, it's pitch black out there. You know what I'm saying? So I get this.
Exactly.
So yeah. So
I'm
anyway, well, thank you so much. I wanted to give you your plug because I really
Thank
like
you.
what we're doing. And I had talked to her a couple of different times about what she was up to, and I kind of thought it was really cool. So anyway, so we can check her out. Say it again. Where can we check you out at?
Internalwilderness.com, and you'll find a drop-down menu
And you can
that
see
says Worldwide Metaphysical Tribe.
cool. And there's all kinds of really odd phenomena, all kinds of stuff happen there. So it's well worth it. You could go for the day. Yeah, I think it's a weekend also, correct?
There's a weekend ticket, and
Okay.
then there is a Saturday only ticket, and
Oh,
that's
okay,
when
so
all our headliners are
okay.
speaking.
All right. Well, thank you. Thanks, Deb. That was awesome. And I'm looking forward to being there because I will be there.
Thank
Okay.
you. I look forward to meeting you.
Not a problem. Thanks, Deb. Okay,
Bye-bye.
you guys. So you guys heard that all this stuff's real. And um, you know, what we're doing is trying to make the world a better place. And they're communicating with things that I still say I used to always doubt the ET stuff. I also used to also doubt astrology. So the more I know about all this stuff, the less I doubt everything. So with that said, I'm going to be talking to you a little bit. Hi guys. What I'm going to say is that I'm blocking somebody right now, you guys. So yeah. Anyway, I can't block them. Sometimes I got to block people. I'm on here lives. I can't get them. I can't get it. There, we got it. Sorry, you guys. Sometimes I get some trolls on here. So anyway, so what I'm going to be doing is talking a little bit about astrology because the astrology is so strong right now that everybody I read for, and by the way, I'm offering I am offering some really, really good specials right now. So the specials are $55 for half an hour. I just took off about 20 bucks. So if you would like to book a reading with me, so go there on enchantedsky.com and you can book there. Anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk for about 15 minutes, and yes, I'm going to take questions. So, okay. Now, what I'm going to, okay. So what I'm going to do is talk a little bit about 15 minutes worth of astrology and how you can access this astrology that's going on right now, because it's very, very important. Okay, so here we go. So astrology. Now, Pluto is in retrograde. It came into retrograde, and people are like, well, what do you mean by that? Why is it? So Pluto, it's Scorpio. It's controlled by Scorpio. So anybody that calls me, I ask for your chart. I am learning astrology, but I've learned a lot. I just got back from Taos, New Mexico, and I've learned quite a bit about degrees and different things and intensities and things like that. Things going direct, things going indirect. Anyway, Scorpio is direct. Or excuse me, indirect. It's gone into retrograde. And what that means for all of us is that Scorpio is significant because this is the year of transformation. So if you want to look up your chart and you want to know where your Scorpio sits, okay, what you guys need to do is you need to go to astrologygumbo.com. And if you take a look, we just redid it and it's working really well. There's a lot of extra stuff. That is my website. I don't own it, but I kind of own it. It's a long story, but it's owned, it's belonging to a friend of mine, but we're working together. And it's a very good friend of mine, and he's making sure that there's stuff being funneled to me. So if there's tarot on there, there's what else? We have numerology, we have astrology, we have your signs, we have your runes. We got everything on there.
Yeah,
and
awesome.
yeah, so it's a really, really good. And then those are ads.
I
always have ads
and then
on
there's
there, right?
pre-owned boats.
Anyway, so if you put in, so what you go to go to the top. So if you want to, we're on 216thenet.com, and you can look at this. But if you go on, get your natal chart now. So if you get your natal chart, you can look it up and see where Scorpio sits. Now, where Scorpio sits is what is really, really important to you, because that's where your transformation is going to be. Now, I'm in my 11th house, which is very, very interesting, because everything is going to be transformational for you this year. Because, and I'm going to tell you something about Scorpio also. With Scorpio, if you don't transform and work on it yourself, it's going to be done for you.
Yeah.
I am dead serious. I never really believed in a lot of this, but it's huge for me right now. So what you need to do is you need to go on one of these things and look at your natal chart. So you go on your natal chart, and it'll ask your birth date, your birth date, your birthplace, your birth time. Okay. All right. So what you need to do is, once you find that, you look, and it'll now we've got it so that it'll scroll down, it'll say what house. So you have 12 houses, because 12 months, right? You look and see where Scorpio is. For myself, I'm going to explain this to you so you understand. I'm in my 11th house of Scorpio. And what the 11th house of Scorpio means of families and friends and acquaintances. Now, what have I been talking about? Now, I'm going to be honest with you guys. This is not an easy job to do, because I have a lot of people that use me. They use me and use me and use me and use me. And they're also psychics. They're also friends, but they're not really my friends, and they never have been. So I am doing a lot of house cleaning when it comes to a lot of people in my life. Yeah. I was just talking to Kent about that. And you guys know what I'm talking about, right? You guys know what I'm saying. Now, I'm going to tell you that for me, I am really assessing who is going to be in my life and who is not, a lot. And I've determined that there's a lot of people out there that just, there's givers and there's takers. And I give till it hurts, and I get hurt because I give too much. And there's a balance that I have to. So I have backed off on a lot of my friends when I see, nothing hurts worse when you're ghosted, right? And there's no reason for it. Which I've had a bunch of people do that to me recently. And they're all in the realm that I do. They're all tarot readers, they're all psychics, and they're using me. And I'm okay with that. But I am assessing that so that you understand. And where is that sitting? Where is that sitting? In the 11th house, and that's where Scorpio sits. So what you guys need to do is you need to look at your natal chart. And it'll now if you go to astrologygumbo.com, which it should pretty soon be easy. It should be at the top. Whenever you pull up, you look up natal chart. We're putting Astrology Gumbo, so it pops up over everybody else's, because it's an SEO thing. Anyway, we've determined how to do this, and so you can look it up. But we've got it down now where you press the button, and it pops up with all your houses. It's really important, you guys, because I first used to say that Pisces was very, very important because of the luck of Pisces. And Pisces has gone. It's gone now. It comes back again in October. And that's where your luck sits. So if you've also got a Pisces sitting in your, I know I do. I have a Pisces moon. You have to understand, I've got Pisces moon and I have a Pisces Lilith. Anyway, that means that my luck is coming back in October. So that's lucky. It's very lucky, very fortunate. Things just go your way. Now, by the way, I've been talking a lot about people and have it requesting to have people visit. I've been having a lot of people talking about spirits, spirit guides, blah, blah, blah. Okay. And I know that my mother recently visited me, and I got something that went completely my way. And I still say I have to thank her, because I haven't seen her very much. And she came to me in my sleep and talked to me. And yes, you can access that too, you guys. You just have to ask. Okay. And also, furthermore, like to send you guys likes and blessings, because I had so many people praying for me. I thought, I don't know if you guys know, because I think I've mentioned this in another, did I mention this last podcast, that I thought I had cancer?
Yes.
I was told I had cancer.
Yes.
So you guys don't know if you're just now listening to me. And I
Yes.
had about 1,000 people just praying for me. And I went in and the doctor was certain. And 2 different doctors had looked and they can find nothing. So, and by the way, prayer works. So if you think that it doesn't, and collective prayer works. So it's positive energy going towards something. And I don't care what anybody says. Okay. If you'd like to schedule with me, what you guys need to do is go, because I am cheap right now. I understand what
affordable. You're affordable.
I'm affordable. I understand what it's like. I understand what the gas prices like. I just cost me over $100 to fill my husband's gas tank.
Yeah.
And it's ridiculous. And so what I did is I knocked off $20. So if you want a half an hour, go on my website, enchantedSky.com, and you can book me there.
Good morning, Ida.
Okay. So hi, how is everybody? So anyway, so to sum this all up, hey, Becky is a part of my the website of the astrologygumbo.com.
Yep.
Okay. So, okay.
Lady B.
Okay. So lady, what did she say? What's her comment?
Yeah. If there's something you don't see on the site that you think would be really cool, just let us know. And we'll
let me know and I will tell them. It's growing every day. We're noticing, we're watching the hits on it, and we want to be the number one. That's what we're what we're trying to do. So, and I'm directing traffic. You're going to see me on there too. So just let you guys know. All right.
You'll
but
be
anyway,
like a crossing guard. You're going to be out there.
Yeah, there. Well, so I am directing traffic, right? Yeah. So it took me a minute to understand what you were saying.
There you go.
Anyway, so to sum this all up, I made it very short today. I made it very short, and I'm going to take questions in about 8 minutes. Okay. Yeah. I always do. But what I'm telling you is take a look at your Scorpio. Your Scorpio in your houses is where you're transforming. Everybody is transforming this year. Now, are there some people that don't have Scorpio? Yes, but your Pluto might be in something else. I'd have to look at your chart. That gets a little hairier. I understand how to do that. But for most people, the simple way, I'm going to be teaching you how to read your own chart. That's kind of what I have been doing this whole time, you guys. So take a look, pull up your natal chart, and you're going to see. So after when we're done, Ken, I'm going to pull yours up and we're going to look.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay, all right. So anyway, but and then also remember that Pisces is coming back around again October 28th. So I had somebody I was looking, and it was it was sitting in their home and family. It was like in one of their houses where it was just right to buy a house. And I said, well, they wanted to know if they wanted to buy a house now. And I said, no. I said, I feel like you're going to wait, but let me look. Because what you have to understand is I'm a medium, I'm a psychic. And what I'm doing is I'm combining all of it together. And then I'm also putting the astrology with it. So, and 99% of the time I see after I've done a reading for somebody, then I look their astrology chart up and I hit it. So with that said, really quick.
You've been practicing psychic for a long time, over 25 years.
Yes.
And the draw to astrology, has it been all 25 years?
No.
Is it just recent?
I would say in the last 3 or 4 years, because I saw how accurate it is.
Okay.
If you guys didn't know, it's uncanny if somebody really knows astrology, how it's amazing. Sum it all up really quick, because I've said it many times. I didn't know I could retire. I retired in January, and I didn't know I could. Now, I had one of my friends who's no longer talking to me because she's ghosted me. Anyway, well, it's her loss.
That's right.
Anyway, it's a long story. She doesn't want anything to do with any of this anymore. That's what it is. And that's fine. Anyway, I think she's overwhelmed because she was getting a lot. I was directing traffic to her, and she got.
I was getting a feel that it was too strong.
Yep. And so anyway, But she looked at my chart and she kept saying, but you're in a transformation now, and it's a job change or something. There's some type, and we looked at the charts. I looked at, because I've learned how to read the circles, and it's really not that hard, but you just have to take a class. I'm registered with an internationally known astrologer. I'm gonna be taking classes with her so that I can learn, because I don't know, and I want to know everything. I know quite a bit, but there's so much more I need to know. The little fine, minute stuff. And it said right in there, you were retiring. It said that. I mean, it basically said you are doing a job change where you have more free time. That literally said that. And I went, well, what does that? Well, huh? That doesn't make any sense. Blah, blah, blah. And I found out maybe a month before I turned 55, and it was my 55th birthday that was supposed to have happened, that I could retire. And I just, my mouth, that's what really, I've always believed in it, because we had talked. Remember, I told you that you were transforming, and I didn't know how, and you did. And we didn't know. I just knew that that's what I knew, and that's what I saw, but I could feel it too. So I'm just, intuitive astrology is, basically what it is. And anyway, it's true, guys. It's all, it has to do with E equals MC squared. It has to do with time. It has to do with how time repeats itself over and over.
So does that have something to do with, you see it a lot on social media, the Mandela Effect?
Yes. You know what? I've had one of those.
Really?
I've had a glitch in the matrix. I think I've told you guys before, haven't I, about the glitch in the matrix I had when I was in teaching. And it was just an ordinary day. I was coming back from the school I had taught at for years and years and years, like 10 or 12 years. I was there for years. And I'm walking, and all of a sudden, everything around me was stopped in motion, like it was stopped on a movie.
Yeah.
Even the kids were like, because they're on the playground, and I'm walking, and for about maybe 30 seconds to 45 seconds, it was dead silence. I was the only one moving, and they were like I'm not kidding. It was like they were in mid motion.
Wow.
And I turned around and I looked, and I kept walking, and it went back to normal again. And I'll never forget that. So if anybody thinks that there's no such thing as like a time warp or something, I've experienced it. I know it's true. Okay.
Wow.
All right.
Yeah.
So anyway, just thought I would sum all that stuff up. But yeah, go to astrologygumbo.com and check that all out, because it's awesome.
Yeah.
Anything you guys can do to help me to find something better. If you want to go to enchantedsky.com, you can book a reading there. I still have readings available. I'm trying to think of anything else I need to fill you in, because I was just going to do a fill-in today. If I don't want to toot my horn, but I might as well a little bit.
Sure.
I predicted the $5 gas in January.
Yeah.
If you remember. That was in my predictions. I did say the $5. I still say we're in for it. This was supposed to have happened. This is part of the cleansing of everything. You just got to grow your own food. I kept saying, grow your own food. Yes. I know I am. So, and I know other people have been saying the same thing. So I know it's not like it's not true. And it's not like nobody else knows. So anybody that's an intuitive may be getting things told to them. And yes, I have more predictions coming. Okay. All right. So, anyway, now I'm going to be doing my readings here in a second, but I am going to tell a couple people. I'm only doing about 10. And, if you want to ask me a question, you can, but you have to remember that it has to be specific. I can't have anything good for me. I just had somebody ask that. I can't. No. You have to remember, I have an excess of 550 to 600,000 people watching.
You back in January. Back in January,
yes.
You said there would be a new type of meat source, and Bill Gates is working.
What's he doing?
He's working on a meat source that's not meat.
Oh, see what I'm saying? See what I said? Yeah. I'm telling you, you have to remember, you guys, this doesn't come from me. I'm writing down what they tell me. So when you guys remember that, I'm trying to
interest rates to raise to 5+%.
That was right. For that. Yep. See, these are my predictions. Please go back to January 7th. That's my prediction page. And you can go on that on my YouTube on Lana's Enchanted Sky, and you can see the predictions. So my mother was a prediction person. She did the same thing. I'll never forget her telling me, because she could do all what I'm doing. I got it from her. And she told me, in 1997, so it was before 2001, she goes, someday New York's going to be attacked, right? They're going to attack us. They're going to attack us in New York. And that's all she said. So I know that's where I'm inherited it. And I'm sure that my granddaughters have ability. I think both of them may have it, but I know my oldest granddaughter has inherited it big time. So, and sometimes it skips. I know my other kid, I think my 3 girls are just kind of afraid.
So back there, you said that
Yes.
America will get involved with Russia somehow with food. We just sent over
we just sent food
and billions to the Ukraine.
Yep,
right?
we just in May. Like I said in May, didn't I? So see,
food,
I got that.
Food shortage, plant your own.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep, plant your own food. Yep.
Yep. Yeah, said crypto will have some trouble.
Yes, crypto's been having trouble because you know what? I still say crypto, not all crypto, because some, when you talk about crypto, you also even talk about debit cards. I'm talking about the standard cryptos that we talk about. I got out of them. I think they're a ripoff. I think that they're a form of a scam made by billionaires. That's my opinion. Maybe I'm wrong. But I feel like don't get involved in them.
Wow.
So, yep. All right. All right. So it's about that time.
Yeah, we're right there.
All right. I'm going to take questions. I've already got like a gazillion coming off TikTok. I've got some coming off of all of them.
Jeez.
So we're going to go first off of.
Soleg says that gas in California
Soleg
is
$7. Wow. Soleg, it's only $4.50 by me.
And Becky, if you're out there too, she said, I tried to do my natal chart, but it did not accept my birth city.
Okay. Thank you, Soleg. See me. I'll talk to you later, Soleg.
Yep.
And see because I know that some of the birth cities weren't popping up always. So we'll look at something, okay? I'll make sure that that's working. Thank you you guys have to help me with my bugs of my website, okay? There you go. So, okay, so let's go.
So Christine says, if Scorpio is my ascendant, does that mean the way I look or how I come across to people will be transformed?
Kind of, Christine. It could be in anything. When Scorpio, okay, that was a great question. When you've got a sun, moon, rising, or even possibly a north or south node. I've got a south node of Scorpio. And so it's what I'm releasing, what I'm getting rid of from other lifetimes. So it will be trifold for you. And you need to also look, Christine, to see if Scorpio pops up again in one of your houses. Yeah. See which one, but it's really intense for any Scorpio. And if you talk to my daughter is a Scorpio rising. Like everybody in her family is like a Scorpio rising or a Scorpio moon or a Scorpio sun. Everybody in her house, they just bought a house. They've had so many things happen to them. They lost their best friend. It's just that it's transformational. And I'm telling you, Pluto it's not always pleasant the way it goes. And you really need to pay attention to it. I'm telling you, I never was a believer until I saw it in my own chart. Okay. So that you guys believe. All right. So let's take a couple questions. Laura, is the move the right choice off of TikTok? Yes. You'll be much happier. Okay. All right. Let's see what else we got.
Well, we've got Anna Vaughn.
Hi,
Anna, good morning. When will I begin to get caught up with the bills and be comfortable?
Well, Anna, it's because you guys all know because it's the gas prices. I want to say it's going to ease up. I used to say August for you. I feel now more like October, Anna, for you. I think for some reason, I don't know if you got slapped with another bill or something else popped up, but I feel like it's more October. Okay.
Beautiful.
All right. Okay. Business improve. Will my business improve financially now? Not now. You're looking at about August or September to see some improvement. Okay.
Awesome.
All right.
Heather asks, what do I need to do to increase students for my business?
Heather, this is not me as a psychic. This is me talking as a business person. Remember, I'm a Capricorn rising. I'm good with business. I know. I want you to go to Upwork. And what I want you to take a look at is a marketing manager. I have a marketing manager now. My last month, she was doing a great job. And then all of a sudden she just quit doing anything. It was amazing. I'm like, what? Hello? I'm like, what? So I changed.
What happened?
And well, I've seen some more growth now.
Mhm.
So,
Good.
I'm almost at 30,000 with my TikTok. I'm not trying really hard. You guys do understand. I'm not working
Right.
really hard at gaining this. I'm letting this grow
Yeah,
organically.
you're letting people do what they
So,
do.
that's right.
Yep.
And what I do is some of my videos have gone viral. One of my videos was remember when I told you you can tell my kids you're going to have? That went viral on me, and that's how I got a lot of my followers.
Nice.
Because I almost hit that had a million views.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah. So, yep.
All right. Soleg says, am I going to receive unemployment benefits? I just applied. Also, will I receive retro payments from last year?
One yes, one no. Hold on. You're going to receive your benefits. Your retro payments are going to be delayed, and they're going to do some type of analysis or something. You may get them, but it's going to take a while. But yes, you're going to get your unemployment.
There
Okay.
we go.
All right. Let's go off of TikTok. Let's see what we've got. Will you buy your dream house this year? This is what I want you to do. I've already told everybody this. What you need to do is you need to take a look and see where your Pisces sits. And if it's in your home and house, okay, see what I'm saying? That will mean, and it's a couple of different houses it could be. Could be in the second, could be in the fourth. There's all kinds of different where it could lay. Take a look and see where it sits, and I would definitely judge everything by that Pisces, especially if you've got a Pisces sitting as a sun, moon, or rising, or even a north node.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just amazing how accurate the astrology is. You always look at, you grow up looking in the newspaper going, that's such a bunch of crap. That's not even accurate. That's nothing. That's just garbage.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. That's garbage. The real thing is where you need to look at your exact birth chart with the circle that you can find on Astrology Gumbo. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Michelle Quintana says, blessings being in contact with you, Miss Lana. Is a situation with vandalism done to me by a neighbor going to end? How?
Okay,
Thank
Michelle,
you.
hold on. Situation with vandalism. It's not, it will in a little while. Keep your eyes peeled. There's something going to happen to the person doing the vandalizing. He's either going to end up in jail. He's moving. He's going to be completely out of your picture, but not for about 3 or 4 months yet. So I want you to keep an eye, get a camera if you have to, catch him. Maybe me telling you this will catch him in the act.
Mm-hmm.
I just know in about 3 months, it's going to all be done then, because there's something like it's not, something's going to happen. So in your positively for in your favor. Okay.
Nice.
All right. Okay. Will silver go up in value? What a nice thing to say. Because remember, I always told you guys to buy silver and gold.
I read that just a minute ago. You did say that in January. Start investing in silver.
Yep. And I think that I did. I know this is correct. I went and bought just plain old ingots, and I have them in a safety deposit box.
Yeah.
Now, if you guys want to know where to get them, it's really not that hard, and then you have to find a place to get rid of them. But there's places, there's exchanges, and I have a person that I'm gonna plug him. Okay. There's a couple of people on YouTube. One is, what's his name now? Because it's Steve, but he's gives you links. He's a financial advisor, and I listen to him all the time, and he gives you links where you can find where you can cash them in and you can buy them. Oh gosh, Steve, it's on the tip of my tongue. Anyway, but yeah, he's on YouTube. So if you put in financial advice or financial, he looks like Superman. He's really cool. He's a nice guy. So anyway, all right. All right. Okay. Sam, does my grandpa Dennis visit me often? Was he balding, and did he have gray hair? It was kind of a comb over though, but it was thinning. Wasn't a real big guy. Is that him, Sam? Let me know, because there's somebody visiting you and it's like that. Okay. All right. Elise, I need to know why I'm buzzing internally. Are you in the process of a spiritual awakening? You will get that buzzing.
I know.
Also, I've had that happen to me, and this is what I have found. Now, you guys know I've been on and off sick a little. Could not figure out what was wrong with me because I'm actually a very healthy person. No high blood pressure, no nothing. Yeah, I need to lose weight, but yeah, who doesn't? Anyway, found out that I have a form of dehydration, and it's affecting my chloride.
Huh.
And it's such a simple thing. I have to increase my water intake by double, and there's just like 3 things I have to do.
Wow.
But I mean, it was bad. I would get the jerking, and I'd get the buzzing, and I would get all that. So I understand that. Want you to also to look at that, because it's actually a common thing. We're not drinking enough water. I only would drink. I thought I was drinking enough. I was drinking a couple, maybe like a couple 12-ounce bottles a day. I need to be drinking a gallon. And as the older we get, the more we dehydrate. Did you know that? So just remember, and everybody says that I already feel so much better. And every day I'm drinking God, it's hard to drink a gallon. Trust me. For me, because I just don't drink. I'm constantly got a bottle of water in my hand, and I'm drinking and drinking, but I feel better.
What if God is water?
Well, God is everywhere, so I'm sure he is
interesting.
Water. So there you go. Right? Okay, couple more questions. All right. Thank you, Michelle. You dreamed it. Okay.
Yep.
She's just you guys, I'd like acknowledgement too. I'm a human being. Thank you for saying yes. You're right. I thank you. Okay, because I mean, this is not. You guys have to understand. I have so many people that get on here and go, "Well, that must be cool." You also understand what a responsibility this is, in that I am an extremely moral reader. One, I will never tell you what to do. I cannot. I'm affecting your karma. I can't. 2, I'm doing a lot of this for free.
Yeah.
And so people don't realize I had somebody that was in my face because you charge this and you're this, blah, blah. And I'm like, I charge when you call me for a reading when it's one-on-one. And I said, there are people charging me triple what I'm charging.
Well, here's, it's funny too, with the station here, we've got a lot of shows that are edgy.
Yes.
And I'll get emails that, and I'm like, don't listen.
Exactly.
I'm not forcing you to tune in, I'm like,
okay. So Elsie says it's been happening for 2 years. No medical reason. It's definitely a spiritual awakening. Now, remember that I'm writing a book on a spiritual awakening. Here's my new thing that I got this idea, you guys, and I'm going to tell you a little bit that during a spiritual awakening, there's 7 steps to a spiritual awakening. Well, there's 7 chakras. You're activating all 7 chakras. And it works. And in my head, I think that was the last key I needed to get the rest of my book written. So there you go.
Solig says Sun, Moon, Venus in Scorpio.
Okay.
Sab says Scorpio is in my 7th house and Lilith in Neptune.
7th house. I'm rusty. 7th house. I can't remember offhand what the 7th house is. I remember the 6th and the 8th. And whatever that is, I'll talk to you later about it, but I'll have to look. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. See, Ida, Pluto is in Scorpio. Your Pluto is in Scorpio. Now, what house is either Pluto or Scorpio in? And that's where you're going to transform. And I bet it's about something to do with your family and home, because remember, you're pregnant.
There you go.
So, see what I'm saying? This is a year. You have to remember, that's why all of this is real. Because if you don't understand that we started we started the age of Aquarius, you guys, in December of 2020. So all of this evil crap from these governments and everything, that's the control, all of the money, it's being exposed. And it's being disposed of, I guess I could say, in a manner, because it's being revealed. Because you can't live a lie anymore in the age of Aquarius. And it's all about love. So all these people that are trying to tell us what to do, trying to run our governments, do this, it's backlash. Because they know they're losing control. Because there's going to be no control. It's going to change. We're in a completely different era. Also, we were in... Scorpio wasn't for the last 10 years. Scorpio was in Capricorn. Capricorn is a very, very stable, methodical, and all of a sudden now Scorpio is not there. And so that's where a lot of these transformations are coming from, so that you guys understand that. Okay. All right.
Anna says,
Okay.
I need help understanding my natal chart. How can you help me?
Anna, what you need to do is go on there, look that up. I can tell you it's really simple, and I'm going to start teaching this. I'm also teaching, by the way, if you're interested in a tarot lesson or tarot classes, I've got ones online that you, and I think I'm going to put it on my website. You can buy them anyway, because tarot and astrology go together. You guys know that, right? Like perfectly together. Anyway, your chart is the best way to understand it is to look in the on astrologygumbo.com and look through the 12 houses. That explains a lot, because I can tell you where things are in what degree. Now, if you've got it at if you got it at 1 degree, it's not affecting you as much as if it were 27 degrees or 20, you know what I'm saying? It's like that. Okay. So you understand. So, I understand that, and it's just something that I have to show you guys how to do it for yourselves. Okay, no problem, Elise. Okay, so one more question.
Yeah, just not a question, but here's, if you want to look biblically on the 4th day, right? For people who doubt astrology,
yes.
God said, let there be lights in the vault of the sky to separate the day from the night, and let them serve as signs to mark sacred times and days and years.
So there you go.
Right.
Anybody that says that astrology wasn't God given, he's giving us our charts for our lives.
Yep.
And it's how you use it.
It's been around since
and
day
I try
4.
to tell, and everybody says, oh, it's evil. I'm like, no, it was given to us by God. Who do you think the 3 wise men were? Like, duh.
Yeah.
It
was the 4th day.
Yep. Yeah, 4th day.
Before the end of the week.
Yep. So
right.
Okay.
Let's see. Ida says real quickly, and we're just a little bit over, but real quickly, okay. I'm going to start creating flyers, ads for private English course. When will I see the first money come in? Will it be lucrative?
Okay, I'm going to start creating flyers and ads for private English courses. Then when will I see the first money coming in? It'll be, you have to stick with it, Ida. It'll be about 6 months.
There you go.
Okay.
There you go. Right. All right, everybody. We've got to run. Our time is drawn short. Thanks for tuning in to Metaphysical Meanderings. Remember to go out to astrologygumbo.com, go to enchantedsky.com to book any readings and grab some of Lana's time. Until next week, please, we ask you to be good, but more importantly, be good to one another.